Hi everyone, I'm Alyson. Thank you for joining me on my birthday. For where I'm from, 229. I've been hosting this series since November of 2020, and in January 2021, I read my poem on my birthday. And I think at that time, maybe a little later, as I got to know Lyon, I was like, oh, I should do this every year on my birthday. That would, I think, be a powerful tradition to share my work and be the one who's vulnerable every year on my birthday. So I've been doing that since 2021. So this is my fifth poem, which kind of, I don't know, was surprising to me. I had to count to make sure. And last year I had made an intention that I wanted it to be kind of reflecting on some of the more positive or warm, fuzzy moments. And then last January was really difficult with the fires in Los Angeles and the inauguration. And I still tried, and it was a worthwhile exercise. And this year, January has also been very rough. With the murders and with ICE and just this general flooding the zone that is happening, the non-release of the Epstein files. And I had thought about how I wanted this poem to be about where I'm from now, my family now, and where I've been from for a while. And so that's the focus of this poem, and I'm going to read it now. Okay. It's weird to be the one reading it, or it's not, it's different. Okay. Where I'm from. And, inspired by Georgella. I am from warm, small hands grabbing mine tight. From Jozo's goldfish, the applesauce you squeeze, grapes cut so you don't choke, the crunch of seaweed. I am from laminate wood floors perfect for racing Hot Wheels and pushing your brother in his Cozy Coupe play car, infectious giggles bouncing between us. How to hold it all, my heart ever expanding, growing, yes. I am from decades-old plumeria, one pink and one white, planted by the mason who built this house, crafting the fireplaces with what I believe was great care. I'm listening, I love you. I want to hear whatever you want to tell me. I'm from obsessive curiosity, Lego, hand-drawn maps, puppy dogs, and parking garages. We hug the curves, risking motion sickness for your smiles. I show you, too, how much I love you. It's actions and how they make you feel, not only words that you will remember, that I will remember. From I don't want to make promises I can't keep, I'll try my best. I'm from opening our home, our car, our minds to friends new and old. I know better than I know almost anything. We can't do it alone. I'm from the ocean that never ceases to crash on the shore, the sun on my skin, the wind in my hair, the sand forever in my toes. I'm from veggie fajitas and trying not to fill up on chips at El Cholo on our first date. Try not to cry. And fresh peaches from our trees, the ones we planted when we moved in, fulfilling a long-held dream of ours. A small one, that dream, but it nests inside the larger ones, the ones so wild, so brash, so brave, that I leave them unspoken for so long. When he first looks at me the way he still does, I can scarcely take it. It's more than I believed I deserved. But we grew together. I think often of my younger selves. I whisper to them. We make it. Yes, we are where we are from. Yes, then and now. Yes. I knew I'd get emotional. Happy is harder for me sometimes than sad. So that was my poem for 2026 and my birthday. And I just want to say that this project and all 229 of these poems has been such a gift to me, because it has reminded me, I've always felt like we each have an important story to tell, and I think that we've lost sight of that, the importance of each of us. Some of us have lost sight of it, and it's important to tell our stories and to listen to other people's, and this series has also helped me tell my own story, and I think we can get caught up in, capitalism and all of these things, and feel like we need to make X dollars or be published X places, and I grapple with that too. But I think that the greatest gift that telling my story has given me is my life. And so I just want to keep encouraging people to tell their stories, because I believe that it matters, and that it might be for no other reason than that you need to tell it and own the narrative. Because I was just saying this, and I wrote it in an essay recently. I really, that like Winston Churchill idea that the victors tell the story, and I feel like in telling my own story and in facilitating other people's telling their stories, like I am writing myself to victory. And I think that the more that we own, like, authentic can be overused, but what really we experienced and how it made us feel and live and be, it's powerful. So please, if you are inspired and you want to write your own poem, if you don't have access to the prompt, please DM or email me and I will send you the prompt. And if you would like to join me for a poem, I would love that. It's such a treat to hear each of your poems and to meet you in this way. So thank you for those of you who spent time with me on my birthday and who will watch this in the replay. And I hope that out of all of this tragedy and chaos that we are living through, these deeply painful times, that we facilitate a change that will make all of our lives better. That's like my fervent hope. So let's all do our part. Thank you.